connection.
What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Cultivated Ignorance.
Yo.
I am Will, the host.
I am Mike, your favorite host.
You trash. This week, we got a special guest, Anansi Rex.
What's happening?
Yo, what's good, man?
Anansi, what's going on with you, bro?
I can't complain. You know, it's a great day.
Better not. You on our show.
Day.
We don't do that.
I mean, yeah, you know. It's great, though. It's great, though. I'm here. Y'all are great. Everything.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
You already enjoying yourself before the show even started, so I hope you don't eat your words later.
Well, nah. I'm here to be problematic, apparently.
Oh, shit.
I mean, hey, if that's what you're... I mean, Mike sound problematic. Mike said I hate women.
I didn't say it. You said it with your own words.
Nah,
with
fam,
your
we good.
actions.
All right, anyways, we got a great show for you lined up this week. First off, Mike's going to be doing his little church announcements after.
Bro, you going to stop calling them little...
These little piddly announcements.
Disrespectful.
Oh,
Here are the team. This is all the black events going on. This is why Will hates black people. This is why I'm your favorite.
Yeah, I'm so glad that Andrew Gilliman and Stacey Abrams lost. I'm super happy.
I know you are. I know you are.
Nah, man, we got a dope show. We're gonna be talking to Anansi about his music, his band Moon Cricket.
Chirp.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. But okay.
That's the
No one ever
catchphrase. You
expects
ain't
me.
Gonna be talking about the recent elections. Apparently, Mike believes there's a shallow dating pool
I didn't say that. I'm questioning that.
because he gets no
Bro, I'm questioning.
suitors.
No suitor? I get escorts.
Okay.
Okay, then.
We're also gonna be talking about
It ain't
personal health and surrounding yourself with like-minded people.
Mm-hmm.
We got a black business shout out once
We
again.
finally bring it back because Will
Yeah,
hates
bring
black
it
people,
back.
so he stopped doing this shit. But we're gonna do it again.
All right, let's get you your little piddly stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, we beef on the show, bro.
I see.
It's a normal thing.
Go ahead and make
Nice.
your little announcements, man.
Man, all right. Here's the big announcements for the upcoming week or two. This Saturday, November 10th, we got the Free Times Music Crawl. You heard about this announcement?
No, that sounds interesting.
It's like almost 24 bands performing at the Aristocrat, Art Bar, Hunter Gatherer, Justice Theater, all over the place. Nisi Blues gonna be out there.
Okay.
Nepotism, super dope band gonna be
Okay.
out there, right? Fat Rat, Desire gonna be out there. $12 tickets in advance, $15 at the door.
Only $15.
Only $15.
Only $15.
It's gonna be insane. It's like a ton of just Columbia bands doing their thing.
That's like a crank.
Exactly. Go to freetimes.com for more details on that. Monday, November 12th. I'm excited about this at 6:30. Is the Taking the Arrow Out of Your Heart speaker series featuring Alice Walker. I know she's the famous poet, author of The Color Purple. Super great activist, super great person in general. I don't know if you ever watched like Alice Walker's like speaking series. She's a phenomenal speaker. It's gonna be great to get to meet her. That's gonna be absolutely free at the R2I2 Conference Center in Sand Hills, that big old place that looks like a college basically with a library. That's gonna be super dope. Sunday, November 18th at 3 p.m. is the Right Around series with Joey Priest and Tim Conroy, two of my good friends. Tim ain't black, but he down with the cause. He cool people. We usually only shout out the black events, but
It's hilarious.
Tim cool. Tim
preface. Tim ain't black, but you know.
I just gotta let y'all know that so y'all don't be disappointed. But they're basically be doing poetry based off of the new exhibitions at the Museum of Art. They just basically write around the art that they've seen and just take inspiration from it. That's gonna be super dope.
It is dope. Sounds dope.
Yeah, that's gonna be at 3:00. Columbia Museum of Art. And last but not least, November 20th, 7 p.m. is the Writer's Block Poetry Show with Queen It Shall Be. I think everybody here knows Tanisha Queen It Shall Be. She's insanely dope, insanely hilarious. Not good at spades, but super great person. Yeah, me and Will.
She trashed spades.
Yeah, me and Will.
Why would you even put that out there?
I mean,
that's terrible.
because we're just like monsters. Like we just destroy lives out here.
If they ask, they ask.
We break up relationships. Like it's pretty bad. But yeah, man, Writer's Block Poetry Show. I believe that is $10 out the door. Always dope. This goes down at Taps. Like I said, November 20th, 7 p.m. Come through, see my homegirl. And thank everybody for joining. Kwanzaa, Samantha, Ben, what's up, bro? William Patterson here. I don't know what this nigga's here. Jordan's in here. Hey, how you doing? How's the baby?
What's happening?
Oh, you gonna shout out, baby? Shout out, congratulations to Jordan.
Yes, congratulations to Jordan and the baby, man.
Congrats on the baby.
Yes, got to see the young king last night.
What? He's a Scorpio?
Is that, I don't know signs. Is it Scorpio season right now?
Yes, it is.
All right, that's alarming. But He's
Yes,
a
it is.
delightful.
Yes, it is.
He's a delightful young boy so far.
I bet.
We're excited. Super excited.
Cool.
Thank y'all for joining us. I just did the church announcements. If you missed them, rewind later. I ain't doing them again. All right, let's go.
All right, so what's going on, young brother?
Chilling, man. Working, making music, living.
Terrence said the vocal alchemist in the building.
Oh, yes. Yes. Tis I. No, I mean, that's what he calls me. But I mean, I don't know. Just loving life.
So how Moon Creek, that's the band. Who else is in the band with you?
We got Robert on the keys, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
We got Stevie X on the guitar. We have CeCe Renee on the bass. And we got Rockmond Day on the drums. And we are Moon Cricket Church. Yeah.
How'd y'all come up with that name?
I came up with the name. Well, with naming the band that, I didn't come up with the name. Racist white people came up with the name.
They did.
But I heard it in a comedy show, and when he said it, I thought he was joking. Like, I thought it was a joke. I didn't think he was serious when he was like, somebody called him Moon Cricket. I looked it up, and I was like, this is a real life racial slur. Like, they actually calling people like this, but it doesn't sound hurtful. It sounds like magical. And
Yeah, it sounds dope.
Like, I was like, this is like the only racial slur I've ever heard. I was like, this is oddly empowering. And then I thought about it. It sounds, it was very redneck to try to insult you and then, call you something that's just like, that's not even that bad.
Okay, it does sound dope.
Like,
I just see a bunch of a crowd of white kids saying, "Moon Cricket!"
Yeah, but it's supposed to
Welcome to the
represent.
stage. Moon Cricket.
Yeah, you chirp. It's supposed to
There's a
represent
new Baby Shark.
the,
They just start singing.
Yo, if I could get Baby Shark levels of exposure,
Yo.
I promise you, because
Baby
Baby Shark is the top
Are you
level.
not-
Hold on, what we're not gonna do? We're not gonna hit this table.
Gotcha.
See, he ain't tell you before the show. That's
I did not. That's on me.
Did.
That's on me.
Baby Shark is the toddler nuck, if you will.
Mackenzie ain't discovered Baby Shark.
I haven't seen it. I've never seen it.
Bro, turn it on when she next time she in the house.
Don't do it.
She breaking all the furniture.
You're never gonna hear the end of
She
it.
breaking all the
That's
furniture.
all you're ever gonna play. You're gonna get tired of that song. You're gonna start to like it, and you're gonna hate yourself for liking it. That's parenting.
I'm about to get on the page.
But yeah, Moon Cricket is supposed to represent the slaves singing in the moonlight. I think that's where the name came from. So I was like,
Okay.
this sounds cool. I think I want to
That's what I did.
reclaim that. Yeah.
I
We're
like that.
taking it back.
That's dope.
It's our word.
So, what shows are y'all doing? What new music are y'all doing?
All right, now we're working on originals. We have a plethora of covers going on, and trying to get into a few venues around the city. But right now, it's Balkan season. It's cold, so it's time to.
That's what you should be singing.
You would think, but live music is definitely much more popping in the spring than it is in the winter. Because
Really?
ain't nobody trying to be outside.
That makes sense.
That's facts.
You ever tried to sing in the
What's that
cold,
like,
bro?
bro?
You don't want to be out there like, oh, this is a nice show, but
Niggas
I'm
break out
that,
here.
yeah, it's like I'm
Y'all ain't got no
going.
fires going
I'm
on?
going inside. I don't
Yeah.
know. But it works because it gives us time to sharpen our swords and work on original stuff so we can keep rocking the free world.
So when did you start first singing? You specifically?
I've been singing since I was 3.
Church.
It became that, yeah, just around the house, but mainly came up in church. Took a lot of chorus.
You was like the lead singing, like all the crowd was like singing together, and then you would just break out.
Nah, I did a lot of. I actually did a lot of chorus where I was doing a lot of rhythm stuff. Just everybody's not supposed to shine all the time, so it works best to be well rounded. So I did a lot of rhythm. I didn't even start doing too much solo stuff until the band.
How did the band meet? Like y'all just, like, how did you and Robert meet? That's the main point. Because y'all just be meshing together like.
We met at Truth at an
Really?
event. Yeah, at an event that Rodney.
Oh, so that couldn't have been too long ago.
Nah, it was like a year and some change.
That's crazy. I thought y'all was recording
Oh,
together.
wow. I thought-
forever.
Nah, it's like a year and some change that we met at like Third Eye Sessions, and I was looking for a
Shout out to
band.
Cloud.
Shout out up in DC doing stuff. Thizzle,
Hey,
all
Cecily.
bald and light skin.
Bald and light skin.
Yeah,
Waffle color hero.
you know, he be out here black. So yeah, we met there. We started practicing, and we went through some personnel changes as bands do. But
I did hear about that.
it happens. It's happened a few times. The one time you've heard about.
That was the main time.
Yeah.
Y'all can be like Roots and always get like a new member like
That's-
every year.
We trying to be a sound system. So we having interchangeable people.
Mm.
So not everybody you'll see all the time, but they'll always be the band.
Words.
Whatever fits the vibe best.
So how would you describe y'all's music, I guess?
Right now?
I guess because you say y'all mostly do, or y'all have been doing covers.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, what's the new stuff?
it's more of a reharming of covers. So the covers, it will be like you've heard the songs, but probably not like we sing them, because we'll do completely different harmonies, and that to make it more our own, just to find more of the style. And we generally do, I guess you would consider it alternative R&B, but original stuff is probably going. You know, I don't like to give people clues. I just
Y'all gonna make no baby making movies? Like,
yeah,
just,
probably.
like straight
Yeah.
pregnant
Yeah,
joints.
yeah, definitely, most definitely. We got to.
Terrence wanted me to ask you about the Cerebellum song. You know what we talking about?
Yeah.
Just really, because he over here yelling on the damn track.
I'm gonna record Cerebellum too with the band, so we can get the whole. You know.
What is the?
It's the whole orchestral treatment.
Orchestral,
Yeah,
yes.
because at this point it's just kind of it's rough and it's acapella, and we generally only perform it with me and Robert because I don't think the rest of the band knows the song yet. So when they learn the song, though, it's gonna be very
Get it and give it to them.
yes.
We ready for
Get
it.
them pregnant through the waves.
Get them pregnant. All the women pregnant.
So just a second ago, you were mentioning that people like, go to live shows in the summer and spring versus winter and fall, whenever it's cold or whatever. What's, I guess, the struggle y'all have met, or the challenges y'all have met trying to just grow the band and grow this,
Well,
the reach?
Realistically, it's the same thing with every form of art. It's how much of your comfort you're willing to sacrifice for your art. So,
What do you mean by that exactly?
well, like with everything, to gain anything requires sacrifice. So, if you're going to trying to live for your art, you have to ask yourself initially how much you're going to be willing to sacrifice to see that goal come to fruition. So, in trying to figure that out, we also got to figure out how to pay these bills because, life ain't free. So, trying to figure that out and have enough time and energy left over to invest into your art is always where every artist comes
That
into.
time, will.
Yeah, man, it's
Never enough time.
It is never enough time.
Never, ever, no.
It's always enough time, but it ain't gonna never be enough for some other stuff. So it's like you can not sleep, but who wants to do that? So, yeah, you can try
You
that.
just like
You
buy
try
a six
that,
pack of
see- yeah.
5 hour energy.
See how long that take you. See how far you get on there. I'm gonna let you know it ain't very, and your art gonna suffer from always. Might have a mental break,
Yeah.
but art.
But you get it done.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
inspiration, as they say.
So, like, what you saying, everything takes time. Obviously, things take money to do also, I had this question for both of y'all because I don't really consider myself an artist like that, but I know both of y'all do poetry and music. At what point do you, get frustrated with, not being able to, I guess, really, really make money or live off your art fully? At what point do you kind of have to figure out, I guess, which direction you're going in also?
Well, for me, it was you can't really half-ass it. It's all energy. So you can't decide which direction you want to go. If you're not about to be full out the gate from jump, ain't even no point in doing it because there's always time to refine, but changing directions, that shit takes a lot of energy. Stopping the momentum from one direction and going in a completely different direction completely kills what you had going on, and now you're starting at ground zero for something else. So it makes much more sense just to trek in one path and keep that way until you get where you're going. But I would say that it's nothing. I can't really say it would be frustrating because then it wouldn't be fulfilling. Like if it wasn't frustrating, if it didn't have all this stuff, everybody would do it. Everybody would be like,
So it's the journey for you.
Yeah, you gotta love the journey because what's the destination gonna mean? What good? How would you care about being at the top of the hill if you ain't have to climb by your damn self with everything on your back? Like you can look around like, oh, damn,
You gotta
climb, but I got here, boy.
You got to remind yourself of that a lot. Megan said you don't do it for the money. I agree. You don't necessarily do it for the money, but you still need money.
You want to see a payoff.
Yeah, you want to see a payoff.
In some form of,
Yeah. And me and Anansi was debating earlier before the show, because I said I would love to just like quit my job and do art full time, and so I'm still on the path to get there. He said like he's got a different. I'm gonna let you do your viewpoint, but you gotta remind yourself of the journey part, because like especially putting together shows, putting together artists, making lineups, making sure people on time, making sure people get paid.
Stressful.
So, and you might not be getting paid little to nothing yourself.
Making sure people get paid.
Making sure people get paid
is one of the.
Listen.
It's paperwork. I hate paperwork.
You hate it. You hate
some
contracts and stuff.
Yeah, but you need it. You need it.
You need it, bro. Don't let this bullshit like, oh, that's my homeboy. He gonna do me right. Listen.
He gonna do you right by paper.
Y'all be in people's court, like, you know what I'm saying?
They're like Pastor Troy.
Just like Pastor. Yo, I thought I was the only one that saw that show. Man, Pastor Troy was on Judge Alex.
I didn't see that one.
He was being sued by the promoter.
No,
was he like canceled?
Well, because Pastor Troy is from Augusta, and anytime Pastor Troy has a show in Augusta, his shit.
I know, it's stupid.
It gets shot up all the time.
Oh.
He can't go home. So if a promoter has a show that has Pastor Troy as a headliner, he generally always getting sued because it's either gonna get shot up or he just ain't coming. I don't even understand why he booked shows in Augusta anymore.
Pastor Troy's club in 2018 though.
18, bro. This was 2015.
That was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
it was still like after his. No, like his peak.
Most of his court cases came after his peak.
That's crazy.
Pastor Troy still make that type of music.
I ain't heard. I gotta go back and listen. I ain't heard.
What about Pastor Troy music suggests he ain't gonna be in court?
Vice Versa was the most like introspective, like philosophical hood joint of all time.
The most introspective, philosophical
Bro.
nigga who did not get out on bail like he thought he would. So I'm in jail now. I didn't plan on being in jail.
I'm just saying, like I wouldn't expect him to be.
What if I wasn't, and vice versa?
I mean, that's not Pastor Troy no more. That's somebody else. That's somebody else.
That's hilarious though, but
yeah, it's
the most rewarding part, I guess, would be the journey, because the destination and everything is like you can't really appreciate it without the work. If somebody gave you $1 million, you blow it all tomorrow. You made $1 million, you probably won't spend a damn thing. I made that.
Right.
I need all that.
That came along.
I watched it come. No. I'll spend out of this, but I ain't touching that. If somebody gave you $1 million, you don't even care. You ain't gonna see half of that because of taxes.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
And you just don't appreciate it at all, period.
So it's just, yeah.
And like I said, with these shows, right, the shows just came together perfectly. Like you ain't had to put no effort in it. You could just show up and everything just popped off.
Yep.
Perfectly. Like you wouldn't even care about the audience at
No.
all. Like,
if you didn't have to rush, you'd be like, fuck these people. Make them wait. These your fans. These are the people that pay your damn bills. You be
okay, what y'all doing here, bro? I mean, it's gonna win. It's gonna go like well. Like, what are y'all? Why y'all here?
You be like another problematic artist that came to Columbia for New Year's a couple years ago.
Oh, don't do it like that.
I didn't do her like that. She did herself
I know.
She
does herself like that every
I
show.
apologize. She did y'all like that.
I didn't go.
I didn't. Me neither. I knew better.
Terrence said that Yellow Cake album is flames. I agree completely.
I appreciate it.
It's
gonna be online soon, so that's gonna be like the next thing I release. I'm gonna put it all on different platforms. So everybody.
What is Yellow Cake?
Yellow Cake is my debut. Well, not really debut. I guess it would be debut project, but it's like 6 tracks that I had, and it is Yellow Cake. Like
flames.
And when can we get that?
It'll be online before the end of the year.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Yeah, follow me on all platforms, and you will be made aware.
Where can they follow you on all platforms?
On Facebook, Anansi Rex. On Twitter, whenever I'm on there, it's Anansi Rex. And on Instagram, whenever I'm on there, it's also Anansi Rex.
Okay.
Yes.
You can cash out the playlist for the pre-order that album right now.
Most definitely. You can find me on SoundCloud, but Anansi Rex too, and a lot of other dope stuff is there.
Absolutely.
Word. All right, so let's get into these
Love Cree, by the way.
Cree, what's happening, Cree? There's another dope rapper. Look at Cree B Love. She out here
doing her thug bizzle.
Doing her thug bizzle. She blew the mic up at Blue Note
You know.
Tuesday night. That's what she did though. Which I heard out later.
Put it on the chain wax.
So Will want to get to his topics.
I do.
It's a little topic.
Bro, it doesn't affect me like it affects you.
Anyway.
Anyway.
You marking my shit out. That's what's making me mad.
Bro, you pet it. If it really affects you, you just pet it.
I'm gonna check it
And
out.
insecure. You're insecure, man.
I'm hitting check marks on my shit. Nope, live performance.
Uh-oh.
Nope, that was it.
Okay. So this past Tuesday we had the elections. There was a lot of important elections, especially for people of color. There were some real victories. There was 19 judges got elected in.
Yeah, I saw
all
that.
19 black women
Yes.
judges got elected in Harris County, which is basically Houston.
Justice all up and through Houston.
That's
Yep.
dope as hell.
There was a Somali woman that was. I want to say she was Somali.
I think she was. I just saw flashes of this.
Yeah.
You gotta put in the comments how to spell my name.
Oh shit.
Continue.
How you spell that?
Sister, really?
I'm watching. I'm like, oh, they doing it public.
And there's, I guess, the 116th Congress is the most racially and sexually diverse group in history. So we're continuing to progress. Unfortunately, I think there was some key governor races, especially in Florida and Georgia,
Yeah.
that people of color were hoping that some people would win out, which was unfortunate. Andrew Gillum lost in Florida.
Yeah, he was like being.
He lost by a little bit.
Andrew Gillum.
I thought they were doing a recount.
Andrew Gillum conceded.
Well, yeah, he did concede.
Conceded?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, damn.
Did not lose.
Yeah, he conceded. Yeah.
Why did he concede?
I think the way it goes in elections is once you get so many districts reporting, they already have facts on, the likelihood of how a district is going to vote.
Probably conceded so he wouldn't be marked a loser.
I mean,
you can-
I would. I did not lose. I conceded.
I stepped away.
Yes.
I went home.
I conceded.
But yeah, he lost a pretty close election. Stacey Abrams from Georgia, yeah, she lost relatively close.
Yeah. and
She's within, I think, 4 or 5%.
I saw a lot of Georgia people talk about that one. Man.
Yeah. So, how do you feel like the elections went? Because I guess for me, it's like a bittersweet victory. You know what I mean?
Why you say that?
It's like we're getting there,
Mm-hmm.
but we ain't there yet. You know what I mean?
You see the progress?
I think you got to. You know what I mean? I think it's obvious.
I'm asking because okay. A lot of people, that's why you got to want to sell because a lot of people just don't see there's no progress at all. A lot of people still don't believe in voting at all. So
There are some people that don't believe in it. Are you one of those people?
I did, but not really. I mean,
You don't really believe in the process, but you did it though.
it's bittersweet because at the end of the day, the world is what it is, and America's like a reality show right now. So it's just like, if your options ain't never really good, what good is choosing the not as shitty option? So you want water with 30% lead, or you want water with 50% lead? Can I get the soda? No, nigga. Do you want water with 30% lead or 50% lead? Can I not drink? That's irresponsible. Like what?
I will say I feel like the goal has always been to get ourselves in more positions of power as high as we can get, as well as building our own platforms the way we don't have to rely on demand for
it's a
certain.
joint thing, because if you're not gonna build up your community,
That's what I'm saying.
then it ain't gonna matter.
Because I'm all for voting all day, every day. But if you're not also, like you said, not in the community as well, just learning, educating yourself, and so you can educate other people. Like you got to do all that. It's not just one or the other.
Which brings me back to this is why I said I would not quit my job if I was able to live off my music, because that's the reason you don't like kings. It's the reason you don't like politicians, is because they place themselves on pedestals away from the people they're supposed to serve. If you're an artist, you serve yourself and the people. It means you pretty much always got to be around the people. So,
Well, I mean,
I'm not saying dismiss yourself from the people, but just
if you was able to live and you didn't have to go to work, so all the people that you work with that you don't actually like, if you didn't have to see them every day,
you think the art would suffer?
I'm asking you as a person who go to work. Like, if you didn't have to see the people that you work with every day, how much better would your life be? Or how much worse? Because you wouldn't really have no adversity. It's just like, I got money.
I see your point.
I don't even see the point in leaving, bro. I'm gonna just sit here and order some Netflix real quick. Like, I'm chilling. I don't need to go nowhere.
I see your point. I see your point.
but you can you can still go out of your way to put yourself in certain circles to be around people with different mindsets.
Yeah, but when them people know that you got it, they don't act the same.
It depends. Like it depends on what.
It's a lot easier for you to be accessible as a fly on the wall as opposed to trying to relate to people. Because people like putting on airs. Everybody wears a mask. So if your mask look better than somebody else's, they gonna put on a different one in front of you.
While that's true, I feel like if people can still know that you got it and that you don't have to be here. And that same thing situation would be the case.
If you work with Andre 3000,
oh yeah,
and you knew he was Andre 3000, and you worked at the same job as this man, would you ever be able to treat him like Andre Loren Benjamin? How?
I would treat him how?
Bro, how you gonna put your starstruck? How you gonna get over the fact that you work with Andre 3000?
It depends on his personality, bro. If his personality clicks with mine, I'm gonna treat him just like same way he treats me.
But looking at your progress, at what point you gonna step back and be like, yo, that's Andre 3000.
If anything, that would inspire me to just go that much harder. Like if I can be that dope and still be humble to working the job that I'm working at, like.
And see, the only reason you feel like that is because you know how dope he is, as opposed to somebody.
So that's what I'm saying. People gonna know that dopeness regardless,
unless they don't know you because you're not famous. You could be getting paid off of it. You could be eating off of it, and nobody can know who you are.
I think if that works for you, that's wonderful. I think I would encourage that 1,000%. But I'm saying if I could live off my art and still be in Colombia, getting involved with the community, doing the community work that I already do, like I feel like I can do both and not feel disconnected.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about being in Colombia. I'm talking about, being famous the world over, like being able to eat solely off your art to the point where people who see you in your city don't even know you because you're from their city. They know you because of your art. So you're more accessible through your art. If you are eating off your art is what people are going to know.
But you're saying from as long as you're famous to a certain extent, or as long as you pop into a certain extent, so you have to basically give yourself a glass ceiling is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying that you could either be dope and people just be like, all right, you all around dope, or in this very short attention span society, people could think that you're dope for a project and then use a has-been. Like fame itself is it's something we don't have to deal with till we deal with it. It's real easy for us to be like, yeah, I would love that, and then you get there and like, you don't know what it's like to go outside and not have no privacy outside. You don't know what it's like to come outside and be like, nigga, why are there photographers out here? I just woke up. You might not be a morning person. You ain't had your morning cup of coffee. You walk outside, there's a nigga rifling through your trash can.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think there is possible to live off your art without being famous.
And that's what I'm saying. That would be the medium. So if you could do that, what would you do?
I would do my art full time without being famous.
How?
I think it's very possible. Dogon, we had Dogon on the show. Mm-hmm. He said that he's got like exhibits across like in different countries. This nigga still very local, very relatable, right down the street. Like he said, he could live off his art full time. I think he was working at the Hobby Lobby or something like that at the time, but like he could do his art full time. But he has like the local popularity. But I don't know if that's the reason. And he's still. I don't know if that's the reason he does that. I don't know the reason he still works at Hobby Lobby. But I'm saying, like, if he wanted to, he said he could. We didn't really ask him why he worked at. I don't even know if Hobby Lobby was the place.
Yeah, it's just over.
Hobby Lobby or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if that was the reason though. Like, I don't.
It makes sense.
But I'm saying, like, it's just like a lot of producers and stuff. Like, everybody. Think about how many people didn't know Dilla's name until he died. Like, Dilla's producing for everybody.
Super Mario is still working as a janitor. Like y'all don't understand. That's why I'm like, y'all bugging.
He's a plumber, first of all.
Yeah, well, whatever he is, he is still making beats. Still. There's still a check.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like, it's still a check. This is a consistent check. Yeah, it's nice, but
there's a lot of people that know how to stay low key and live off their art, and I think they still do what they want to do. And still,
if I could do that, I would do exactly that. Have a job that I can quit at any time, just to be able to make a scene when I quit the job. Because
hire a whole march of managers.
Yo, I don't need this. Be like everybody, hey Chris, mama, my man got 2 jobs. Like, I don't need this.
I was gonna be like Terry Crews and
nah, you can't be like Terry Crews and everybody hates Chris when you talk about jobs. You'll never quit.
Oh, so this nigga's like, who's worse between Terry Crews and Mr. Krabs?
First, Mr. Krabs, bro. It's gotta be Mr. Krabs.
As far as what?
Cheapness.
Bro.
Mr. Krabs took up SpongeBob arm one time for a dime. I remember that episode.
I'm gonna go with Terry Crews because Mr. Krabs only had to support himself. Terry Crews was cheap because he
No,
had.
Mr.
Nah, bro.
Mr. Krabs got
Mr. Krabs was messing with Pearl.
Oh, fam.
First off,
He was giving Pearl the worst birthday gift.
Mr. Puff.
First off, everybody know whoever the fuck Pearl Mama was fucking around because ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way.
It's
in
the greatest
hell.
secret kept. Bro.
Everybody else in Bikini Bottom got parents that look like them. Even
This nigga got a
SpongeBob
whale.
got Sponge parents. How you? Where's wife at? You ain't never seen her.
You know, they was
Bro,
talking-
Mr. Krabs.
I don't know where Pearl came from.
I don't know where either. I was trying to explain it. Shit just don't add up.
Is there even another whale in the series? There's one, right? There's literally one other whale.
He in jail.
Yeah,
He in jail. For
yeah.
what?
There's one other there's one other whale in all of Bikini Bottom. I think I was like, I remember
That's a
Mm-hmm.
that's a real.
He's
That's a real.
got
What do you know? What do you know who that is?
Square face. Mr. Krabs, the only crab in the whole city. That nigga selling Krabby Patties and they made out of crab meat. I can't trust you.
Nah, fucking Mr. Krabs.
They ain't made out of crab meat.
Yeah, they are.
Mr. Krabs.
No.
Everything else. Everything else
Mr. Krabs
in
sold
SpongeBob.
Yes,
is
bro.
named after what-
Exactly. And a piece of string.
What? He saw that nigga talk. So
All the food they eat in SpongeBob is not named after what the fuck it's made out of.
Yes, it is.
Bro, y'all niggas got to explain this to me.
This is done.
Kelp shakes.
Cause I ain't mind SpongeBob.
Kelp shakes made out of kelp.
Kelp.
That's one.
That's one of the only other foods that they
No. Cause they eat fries and shit. They eat French fries, bro.
Yeah.
At
French
the
fries.
At the chum, I get now the chum is why fish don't eat there.
So, but if they,
Oh shit.
Krabby Patties are made out of crab,
Oh my god. That he might have a point.
which is why Mr. Krabs is the only crab on the show.
And he's rich. And it works for
they kill all
it
those
works,
crabs.
it works for a crab mentality because you know
That nigga
crabs
took
in a
him out,
bucket.
bro.
Ain't nobody else getting out.
Bro.
Bro.
Well, my mind is blown. My mind is
Yeah.
blown.
And even if you want to look at it from a different level, if all of the characters on SpongeBob represent the 7 deadly sins, then Mr. Krabs is greedy.
Oh yeah.
Damn sure killing everybody else to make all that money.
Bro.
Money. I smell it.
Hey,
smell it,
okay,
smell it.
So the kelp shakes, I was like, But when he said chum bucket and then don't nobody eat the
Don't
chum
nobody-
bucket,
Exactly.
I'm sold, bro. I'm sold.
It was a horrible realization. He was just like, oh, this is terrible. But the dude that wrote SpongeBob is a marine biologist. So all of them characters are pretty true to what they're going to be doing underwater. And crabs in a bucket, you ever seen them?
Yeah.
Nobody gets out.
Yeah, nobody.
Nobody. We're all dying here today.
Wow.
I don't know, bro. That's. I can't do it.
Mike, it's
I told you, bro, I'm here to be
seems like a pretty
problematic.
solid theory.
I gotta go back and
I'm
review.
here
I
to
gotta
be
go back and review.
It's only two crabs in the entire show. Mr. Krabs and his mom.
No. Larry
Larry's a lobster,
Shit.
bro.
But he didn't kill his mom though, so it's like.
It's his mama, guys.
And she cursed like a
Nigga
sailor.
don't care,
She
bro.
real.
Oh, she does curse.
She real, bro.
Yeah, she does.
She's the reason you discovered what curse words were in the show.
Oh man, Jenkins.
Said the 7 words you can't say in his jalopy.
Jenkins.
With his jalopy.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get on the step.
Every time a curse word
Get on
is
the
said.
step. I'll freak out, bro.
All right, I don't know how we got there, but going back to the elections and stuff. So, for me, I feel like it's in my best interest to vote black.
No matter what.
I think so.
In most cases.
You
I mean, unless they're doing some crazy shit.
Ben Carson,
go to Ben Carson.
No, I wouldn't have voted.
Clarence
You was Ben
Thomas.
Carson for Halloween. You probably.
No, I wouldn't vote for
Charles
Charles.
Barkley.
I'll vote for Charles.
You terrible.
I'll
You vote with Charles don't like your ass.
I'll vote for Charles.
Boy, you are a cultural fool. You're terrible.
But I'm saying,
Right.
but I'm saying, like,
Them niggas ain't got no
just
ring.
because somebody is Democrat or Republican, I still think it's in our best interest to vote black, unless their Republican views like somehow harm the black people. Because because at the same time, I don't think all Democratic views help black people.
No, I think
So I'm
that's
not-
very true.
As opposed to voting,
I feel like
I feel like we should vote as black people for the policies that help us most as people, and not just like the black people. Because half the time, black people be banking on the black vote. I don't give a damn about the issues. I know these niggas gonna vote for me.
I feel like the more people we have in those positions, the less the more normal it'll be to see us in those positions. So, you know what I mean? It'll just become, it won't be so uncommon anymore.
It's one thing to like see us in positions, but like where's the actual change that actually help us both stay in those positions and actually like help the, you know, middle class, lower class.
But at the same time, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really believe in a system like that.
You know what?
I don't really believe in the system a whole lot.
Cough.
So at the same time, like, I'd rather just see black people. That way, if I have enough black people, maybe they can actually make real change for black people. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but if you see like I said, if you see some Ben Carson, that's
Yeah, if you see some wild shit,
obviously
yeah.
like
He coming from a Marcus Garvey standpoint, and Ben Carson obviously would not be allowed in this.
they're gonna be killed day one.
Yes.
Yeah, we can't have no Ben
Yes.
Carsons and no shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's got to be a limit. You can't just
Yeah,
be like.
I mean, like,
We just gonna
Like,
round them up.
Lisa Ray's like most famous quote. I'm rooting for everybody black. Like I'm rooting for everybody black. It's not the case for me. I'm not rooting for everybody black.
I'm rooting for everybody black that is also rooting for everybody.
Right, exactly.
It's a mutually beneficial thing.
I'm not here rooting for R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, it's got to be a limit for that. I do like. I will admit, like that's the first thing you look for when you look at the candidates. That's the first thing I was looking for. Looking over the sample ballot and stuff, as well as like their stance on like criminal reform, how do they think about like weed laws and shit like that? Because I think that affects black people a lot.
Oh, Florida! I think it was Florida that had a success. They overturned. What was it? A bunch of felons got their voting rights back.
Yeah, they did.
See, that's what I'm saying. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that was dope.
Essential.
Hell yeah.
That's dope as hell.
Because their whole system was.
Yeah, I don't know why being convicted of a felony.
Bro, do you know what the
eliminates you from being able to
system
vote.
was to get your voting rights back in the state of Florida if you were a felon?
What was that?
You had to go ask the nigga in charge of all that shit. Like it wasn't a governor, he was in some higher position. He only went into the chambers 4 times a year for the whole state. So at the time, it was people who had turned their life around, like own their own businesses, and he would deny their rights to vote just because he would one of the specific reasons I remember saying was because he just didn't feel like it.
Word.
I was like,
I'm trying to have that kind of power.
that's not even a reason. Like he was on camera. Well, I just
Niggas tired.
I don't feel like giving you your voting rights.
Damn,
I just
bro,
don't feel like you've earned your
Damn,
lesson.
I gotta process paperwork. Oh,
No, I don't feel like that.
I need a nap action.
Not today.
Can y'all come back next
Well,
week?
what reason do you have for doing it? I just don't feel like it.
bro,
I
I ain't
just
got
don't
a
feel like it.
pen.
So I was like,
I ain't got a pen.
I ain't got a pen.
I ain't got a.
Damn, bro, I gotta deny you, fam.
That's what I'm saying. So I think we gotta just chase positions like that more and more. Like I said, while doing the community work, because you can create change in your own community. You don't need to like be a politician to get the changes you need. Just talking to kids, just mentoring, volunteering.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff you can do. But yeah. What you saying?
thinking.
What
I'm thinking.
about?
Rebuttal? What I said?
Nah, I'm still thinking about having to go 4 times a year up to
Oh,
Florida, up to Tallahassee, no matter where you at in the state. Just to have a
bullshit,
nigga be
yeah.
like, you know what? You good. Why? Cause nigga, I said no.
Cause nigga, I said what he said. He said just like that too. Cause nigga, I
Wait
said no.
Like, is this really the official? No, wait a hold on. Hold
What's
on.
the
There's-
process?
Yes, there's got to be somebody higher I can ask. There's not. It's just him.
It's not.
Like, that blew me away.
So they
Every
voted
time I
on a
think
new
about it.
policy, or they just say once you?
I think they overturned that process. So, there's a lot of other places that the process to get your voting rights back is a lot easier because it's literally just you fill out a form. Can I get my shit back? You gonna stop fucking up? Yeah. All right, cool. In Florida, it's like, can I get my shit back? Maybe. Come up here and see. Can I get my shit back? You gonna stop fucking up? Bro, I ain't fucked up in 10 years. Nah, because you fucked up that one time. Don't ever forget. Like, bro, what the hell?
That's what I'm saying, man.
I had one traffic ticket, dog.
That's what I be talking to these kids about, bro. It takes it one time, it'll fuck your whole. I've seen it firsthand. It almost just happened to another friend of mine. She almost got caught with weed and shit, and like she was already just doing her own thing, and I could just see like she being so young. This could be the thing that just derails everything she had planned, bro. She had a whole plan, and thank God the judge threw the shit out.
Yeah,
But like stuff like that.
weed charge ain't that bad. It could be worse
What could be worse?
than a weed charge.
Oh yeah, no, this is bad enough. It needs to change.
It is. It does need to change, but I feel like I don't like the fact that it's illegal because it's taken away from things that should be illegal. Ben Carson.
The whole
Make
person.
Ben Carson.
Yeah, and anti-black people should just be illegal. We should just be able to.
That should have been illegal. That's a part of America. So.
Yeah, but still, they like the underdog. I feel like we should at least have a fighting chance, like in Red Dead Redemption.
I hear one more thing about Red Dead Redemption.
Well, first off, I haven't played the game. I'm not going to get the game until they fix online, because that was the only reason that I wanted.
It's not broken.
They are not debuting it, so it's broken as far as I'm
When's
concerned.
it come out? Like early December?
November, maybe. Maybe.
I'm down.
No,
November now.
I said November, maybe, and this is a
We can be
Rockstar
playing
game,
solo
so
shit.
in February.
They did the same thing with Grand Theft Auto 5.
Probably in February, exactly.
But they fucked that up with Grand Theft Auto. They was not prepared for the amount of people.
Yeah.
That shit was terrible.
That's what I'm saying. So I remember the first Red Dead Redemption, but I digress. That online for that one was fun. But I'm talking about the fact that you can go and like cap hole settlements of KKK.
Bro, so get your practice in the single player,
You know?
and then when you
Bro, I never played the other game. Like I played it solely to play online. That shit doesn't transpire. It does not cross over. You don't get to get a certain level in the game and then you be a certain level online. Nah, it don't work like that.
You just gotta be a little patient.
Pretty much. That's why I'm like not getting it. I'm fine.
You can go ahead and be downloading it now because it takes approximately 30 days to download. It's so
Bro,
good.
that shit took forever in a day.
No, it doesn't take that long,
I was
but
about to say,
it does
what?
take like a day though.
Oh, that's fine. I got it.
Cut it on lead house.
Yeah,
Basically.
I'm the only person on my Wi-Fi. I'll be fine.
Boom. There you go.
So Mike wanted to talk about how shallow the modern dating pool is.
But stop saying. I wanted to question y'all.
He's out here struggling. He's out here struggling. What the fuck this nigga shaking his head for?
This nigga, it's always some outrageous shit happening outside the podcast, bro.
Yo, so
This
some
nigga
homeless
just walked
dude just
in.
walked by in an army PT jacket, looking in this room, judgmental.
Fuck
as
up.
fuck.
Yeah,
Like
like
said,
Judgmental. as
thinks,
hell.
5 blacks in one room. Oh,
they allow that.
His damn hair looked like Fred Savage, and he got the nerve to judging us with his loose curl
Just
juice.
be respectful.
his loose curl juice.
And his out of regulation jacket.
There's always some shit. There's always some shit. I wanted to
So
question
yeah,
y'all.
Mike, why do you think dating pool?
I don't think it
Is
is.
it because you don't have any prospects?
Russ, that's
Is it because you're not out here?
I'm out here all the time. I wanted to ask y'all a question. I want to ask y'all what y'all think. Because, so ass up, Darwin.
Dancing bear, yes.
I'm tired of people knowing. Either people know what it is or they don't. And it's
First
always-
off, that is a great job to want. I commend you for aspiring to it, because
I'm not. I'm not.
And shit, if I was you, I would just you got a camera, nigga. I
Well,
would be
if
making
you
my
and
own
me, you
dancing
wouldn't be
bear
doing it because
episodes.
I'm not doing it.
Be making dancing bear episodes at home.
Wanted to ask. Because I see so many just online debates, and Facebook debates ain't the best judging, how things are. But I hear so many people saying like, black men expect the woman too much of the black woman. Black women aren't expecting enough of the men, and therefore they're getting the short end of the stick because when they have standards and men out like their standards are too high. So I just want to get y'all perspective, man. Like, what do y'all think about the current dating scene period? Do you think it's in a healthy state?
Healthy? Whoa.
You feel like there's too many broken people out here, too many people selfish.
Now, what do you say? What do you mean by shallow? How shallow is the dating pool? Like, how shallow are people, or just how are
like,
the prospects?
The prospects, basically.
I got you. I mean, I think there's more prospects than ever.
Like healthy prospects. For a
I
healthy
didn't
relationship.
say that. No.
That's what
I
I'm
didn't
asking.
say that. No, I'm just saying. I'm saying that you have more chance to connect with people like yourself or people that line up with your interests.
You sound like a nigga that ain't in the pool.
How you figure that?
What's people with your interests in the pool? They too busy doing shit you interested in.
I don't
So
get what you mean.
the people that are left in the pool are not gonna be people with your common interest. They're gonna be people who are in the pool because they ain't got shit else going, or because they interested in fishing.
Wouldn't it be? I guess the question is
Like,
there not healthy people that have similar interests and are still available?
depends on what you're in the pool for. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
shit.
You are you in a dating pool for a relationship? Or you in a dating pool to be dating?
That's the question for you.
I don't think-
It's a legitimate question. Because
No, it's a legitimate question. I'm just saying it would be different for different people. I don't know what it is.
I'm saying you should be able to just meet people that you are interested in any kind of way.
Why?
Easier than ever.
Why?
Social media, going to events that you're interested in, just different things.
Why should you be able to meet people worth meeting easier than ever? When the fuck has anything worth having ever been easy?
I'm not saying easy. I'm just saying like you can connect with people easier.
When has anything worth having ever been easy? Just because you can connect with somebody easier don't mean they worth connecting with.
I mean, of course.
So now the most accessible people, they off doing shit to make themselves seem more important, and the people who actually you want to talk to, they off trying to be great like you. So you got a whole bunch of people who've got similar interests to you, and they also working, and the people that's left is like, this is not a good idea. And you know it's not a good idea from jump, but you know.
What's not a good idea exactly?
Dating someone or doing something with your energy that is going to derail your focus. So if the person that you're dating, if y'all are not both mutually interested in growing and building as people, then the only thing one person is going to do is hold the other person.
So you're saying
back.
the only people that are worth anything are out busy working or bettering themselves.
Look at it from an energy standpoint. If you are putting all of your energy towards making sure that your shit is better, you are either going to meet people who can hope to detract from that energy or meet people who are working towards the same thing. Ain't no in between. It's energy, bro. It's got to go one way or the other. There is no middle of the line. So you either going to find somebody who's just as motivated and getting shit. You either going to find somebody you click with and it's going to be great, but it might be a little bit, it might be time interpreted. It might be something turbulent there. Or you're going to meet somebody that's really accessible that you just fuck with because they really accessible. And it ain't because you really like them. It's just like,
But I think
I ain't got shit else to do.
We here.
Yeah, like we ain't got shit else to do. And
I think Will was saying like it's easier than ever to meet either one of those people right now because of like social media, the outings, all that stuff.
Yeah.
My personal opinion on social media, it's real easy to meet the accessible people, but the people I like ain't on social media a lot.
That's true. I mean,
They not.
I'm sure it's true for you. I can't speak for you, but I'm sure it's true. But like,
I'm not on social media a lot, so I don't. That's why I'm like,
I think my point was what you were saying earlier.
That's all I was saying.
I scroll from time to time.
Scroll and double tap.
Scroll and double tap.
Click.
This will do all day. That's all he do.
Heart emoji.
Heart eyes.
Wow, reacts only.
I feel like I would think like if you're single, even if you're doing great things with your life, making good moves, making a good living for yourself, you still want to meet people, so you're still gonna be like at certain spots. It might not be the same spots that everybody else is at, and probably shouldn't be.
Goes back to the question I was asking: what you dating for? And that is.
Are you asking me personally, or are you asking people everywhere?
I'm saying that's a question everybody has to individually answer before they decide they want to go out here in a dating pool.
Yeah, I agree.
If you go out here sticking your fishing hook out, you're gonna catch some shit you ain't trying to catch, and you ain't gonna know what the fuck to do with it because you wasn't anticipating catching shit. You were just like, oh damn, baby.
I agree entirely. Yeah, and I think. I mean, I can't speak for women, but I know a lot of men get caught up in like they just throw the hook out there, somebody latches onto it, y'all hanging out, y'all chilling, and you weren't exactly looking for a long-term relationship, and y'all end up doing a long-term relationship.
Everybody can say they're doing that.
I was about to say, I know so many people
that's
just in relationships right now because it was just like it wasn't shit.
You just felt that shit.
We became comfortable, and next thing you know, we had a baby. Do you love her? I mean, we cool. Like, whoa, bro, that's no way to
That's
live
most
life.
apparent in men. I feel like the woman I know anyway will try to convince themselves that they love to do that they ended up with.
That
Boy,
sounds,
men,
They were trying to convince
that
themselves.
sounds like it's a much more painful journey.
So you're saying
I'm
men
sure
are just
it is.
more truthful?
I think men are straight like if you ask a man straight up if you love a woman that he does not love, you'll get a painful ass answer.
Yeah, I have met way too many men that's perfectly fine with and perfectly okay with admitting the fact that they just ain't shit. Yeah, I just ain't shit. Once you come to terms with that, nigga, it's all bets off. I ain't never heard a woman say that. It could be true. I ain't never heard her say it. So it's just like once you come to terms, when you see yourself like I ain't shit, the shit that you'll do completely changes. The shit that you are willing to do, the shit that you are willing to accept completely changes. Women still got that, they.
So once you have that affirmation in your head, they're like, I ain't about shit.
You ever heard a dude come out his mouth and say it?
Let me ask
I
you.
mean, I have, but I don't ever take a nigga serious when he say it.
You don't chill around that nigga too much either, do you?
Probably no.
He's not,
I know.
he's not a good influence on your life.
I gotta ask Will a personal question. We got a personal, like a mutual friend, been a friend with us for a long time. I don't know if he wants to say his name. I ain't gonna say his name, but he's been on the show. But remember we asked him if he wants to marry, his girlfriend wanted to marry him. And he was like, I have no plans to marry this woman. Zero. We can chill. We can keep doing what we're doing. They live together. They got a whole life together. We can keep doing this shit. I'm not getting married. Like,
Hold on, who was this? Okay, yeah. All right,
So-
all right. Ask the question. Ask the question.
So,
Ask the question.
Oh
I
God.
knew you was catching on.
Oh no.
So they got a whole ass house together. Don't they have a house together? They
Yeah.
live together anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Been together for a long ass time.
Yeah.
It's been damn near, what was it, almost 10 years?
It's right about there.
It's about there, about 10 years in the game. They had a whole relationship. You don't hardly see this dude because they've been together so much. And she wants to get married. And the nigga's like, no. And like, she started to pressure him with that, like, I can't just be on standby. You know, I got to know what we're doing. And he's like, hey, if you ain't with it, you can leave. It's fine.
My man's serious about
Hit
it.
with that black
He
dynamite.
was so sad. We were sitting there
You
looking
can
at
hit
him.
the streets or you can hit the sheets. It don't make me no never mind. You can go or you can come.
That's it. That was it. And we was like,
Oh,
shit,
God.
man,
They actually out here using that in real life.
And so she realized how serious, because this man is like deadpan, dead ass.
Bro.
She realized how serious it was, so I guess she laid off of it. He was like, oh, okay, cool. I guess we could be doing.
That's one of the ancient niggas. Yeah, that's it right
These niggas had
now.
a poker match.
Bro, she lost that motherfucker.
I see your bullshit and I raised you. Mountain of bullshit. Straight face.
She went all in, and the niggas had pocket aces.
Bang bang.
Pocket rockets.
Not today, sir. Oh,
That
no.
nigga had that I don't care flip. There you go. You see it.
He flipped it before the what's the last shit?
What is it? The turn? The flop?
This is the flop.
Yeah, the
Before the
flop.
top, he was like, hey, man, you gonna see the shit, it's fine. Do what you want.
Oh.
So, yeah, man, Nancy makes a great point, man. You definitely know what you want before you go in there.
I say all of this just reading the topics.
Mhm.
I'm personally open to polyamory, but that also comes with the level of personal responsibility.
Yeah, good. We won't talk about that.
Really not trying. You have to be very self-reflective. Generally, if you self-reflective enough to be in a polyamorous relationship, you probably got the choice. You're not just like, oh, I want to do this, because a lot of people who are in relationships take a lot of themselves and tell themselves, I could do this with a whole bunch of other people. Person you with is the person that's going to tolerate your ass, because you just tolerate your ass. You don't even know you. You don't know you enough to be honest enough with yourself to be like, damn, yeah, I was fucking up, bro. I need to stop doing that. And if you can't do that, then you damn sure don't need to be in multiple relationships, much less one.
I will say, people need to stop like thinking polyamory is gonna fix everything. I've been seeing that shit.
That shit's hard.
No, I can imagine.
If you can't handle monogamy, then you can't handle polyamory, because at the end of the day, can you imagine having 3 different people call you on your shit at once and it don't be the same shit?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody thinks about that shit.
Yeah, I ain't never
It's
considered
like,
it.
oh God.
But,
Oh shit. Well, you can't turn nowhere where you ain't fucking up. Yeah. Don't nobody want to be in that position because they're not willing to put themselves there. And if you're not willing to put yourself there, you damn sure don't want to be placed there by somebody else. It's gonna fuck your day up. It's gonna fuck your week up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Not the week.
Nigga, put a mirror in front of you and be like, nigga, look at who you are. Nah, bro, I was going to get a sandwich. Like, this wasn't even on the game plan today. I had some gaming. I was like, what? Yeah, that's generally how it happens.
So speaking of people getting caught on this shit, do you feel like black women are demanding too much of black men? Like, as far as like men having to make a certain amount of money, doing certain things on the first date, go out of their way. Like if a woman is obviously, I heard women say this, like if the man that they're dating can see that they're struggling financially, like he should offer to help her out. Will like,
I'm not even gonna go down that road because I'm very blunt. I would not want anything I would say to be taken any sort of other way. So I would say I don't demand shit from nobody else. I'm not willing to demand for myself. And if I'm demanding it for myself, I got too much shit going on to worry about you fucking giving it to me.
I can
Cause realize
agree with that.
ain't shit free. You giving something, you owe something. That's just the way energy works. Something got to be sacrificed. So if you're giving something, you gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
And you don't really get too much say about how the fuck you pay for it because you was just asking. I ain't just put your hands out like, hey.
I mean, there's got to be balance to what you're giving versus what you.
I guess in Mike's scenario, in the scenario we had on another show, is that she felt like she was giving the booty, right?
Mm-hmm.
She felt like she was
I
giving
can't
the
remember the
booty.
situation you talking about.
Mhm.
Well, you remember you just said it.
No, I just made.
I want to hear
hypothetical
this situation.
Okay, So the situation Mike said, should you be willing to give women money or whatever it was?
Oh.
Yeah. So the situation the situation we're discussing is that Mike said he had a friend and her and the dude was in a casual sexual relationship.
Yeah, they were in a friends with benefits type relationship.
Friends with benefits situation. I think you said she had money troubles or something like that.
She was like taken aback because dude never like offered to take her out to eat and stuff or like help her out financially.
Yeah.
And they were having sex. And I would like to get y'all's thoughts. Well, I got Will's thoughts.
I'm not gonna
make contain my reaction for the sake of the recording, because
your reaction.
Well, no, I have to be able to verbalize it because it's so preposterous. Because did she ever ask?
I believe she eventually did.
We grown,
but
man.
like, no, I agree with that completely.
If you ain't,
but
asking,
I want to put her reasoning on the table. Her reasoning was like, because you're getting this amazing vagina.
Your specific words was friends with benefits. I was getting this for, I got a goddamn thing from you. Now you think that the shit that I was getting for free, I'm about to pay for? That's bad economics. That's shitty business. That's shitty business is what it is. So I wasn't spending shit, and I got this. And now for the same shit, ain't nothing new about it. You want me to spend this? How the fuck the price go up for the same thing? Where does that work in any other? Where does that work in any other transaction?
Free trial. Free trial.
That's still something you gotta agree to. Never. You ain't just about to get Pandora and they be like, all right, nigga, you listen to it for a month, we're at $10. Wait a second, bro.
I will say.
I agreed then.
No, it was in the fine print.
No,
your credit card was taken on.
Wasn't no fine print, nigga. This an app.
It was auto drive payments.
Yeah, like hold on, where y'all even get my credit card information from?
Yes, you can't. I don't believe in like just like changing the rules because you feel differently or because you got caught up in a situation. And
it's one of them. You got.
If this person cares about you, they might be willing to do that. But like to be mad at them for not doing it, I don't know if I can.
The two things that lead to disappointment are expectation and obligation.
I thought you were saying assumptions.
Nope, that's an expectation. You expected shit to be one way, and it was not. So now you're disappointed by being embarrassed and shit because, you couldn't just ask.
I agree. No, well, see, and that comes to like the fact that it's so crazy that we're ashamed to have honest conversations about how we feel, even though people were making it like cool to post about feelings all the time. Like, okay, people post all the time when they're in their feelings or they're just at their breakup or something, or like some type of situationship didn't work out. They post all these memes about
the mood meme.
The mood memes, fam. The mood meme. Your girl was like on a spree when she broke up with her man. You know what I'm talking about. She was on the spree.
You talking about light skin?
Yes. Yeah. She was on a spree with that shit.
She was hurting, bro.
She was hurting bad. But like when it comes to actually being in the relationship and like you expecting something from this person, but being too afraid to say it out loud, that's crazy to me.
Expectations. That's the problem.
So like I feel like if you feel like, because there is such a thing as meeting somebody, things going super fast, y'all having sex before you thought you would have sex, and now you're in this current situation. But that's when you pump the brakes and be like, okay, just so you know, I want a relationship. If you don't want one, we can stop the shit now.
No.
The niggas be scared to like get hurt and
no, because first off, what about that whole situation suggests that you've been thinking? You got a whole bond with a person. You got a whole, we gonna exchange this energy. You know what? Maybe we should stop. Nigga, it's a bit too late for that now.
So you saying they have to keep having sex?
It's not that you have to keep having sex with you. It's if you about to be out here making mountains out of molehills, because if sex ain't that important, then how the fuck you expect a relationship or relationship like things because you fucking?
That's not the exact opposite though. It's not that sex is not that important. It's that it's such a bond. Before you get in too deep, before you know what's going on, you want to put the whole
somebody that you not in too deep with. Like why? What's the point?
Niggas caught in the moment all the time.
My nigga, I went celibate for 4 months because getting caught in the moment is very dangerous.
It is, and I'm saying it just happens all the time. So if somebody got caught in the moment, that's happened to me too. Sure, it's happened to Will.
It's caught in the moment.
But when that happens, like if you feel like you want something more than this, then you have to stop it and be like, yo, before we go any further, let me know what we're doing.
How many times it happened to you?
How many times it's happened to me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to talk about how many times it's happened to me.
Obviously, somebody ain't
like. I mean, but I'm talking about with different people. I'm talking about with different.
So nigga, it's the same lesson.
So what's your point? Is what I'm trying to ask you.
A lot of the times when that shit happened the first time, if you don't like the outcome, that would be the time to pump the brakes.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't mean the first time it happens to you, the first time that you cross that line with
Oh no,
somebody,
I was fine with having just sex and stuff. I'm saying the other person was expecting more.
the first time that happened to you,
Yeah.
because you were fine with it, if you were not like, this shit might mean something more to somebody else, because you know that it's possible because it's happened to you.
It's possible, but if you're not verbalizing it to me, I'm not going to assume that you wanted to turn to something else because we just had sex. Like,
Exactly. And that's how you feel about shit. And I feel you because that's very honest, but you're also very honest and open about how you feel. The person who you having sex with, if they not about to be this open and honest, you done fuck around and got you a situation because you didn't want to have an uncomfortable conversation.
no, you are absolutely right. If
So
you
you
do
think
recognize
the person, so you think both parties need to try and communicate openly and
fucking
effectively
adults, fam. Everything should be
as often
consensual.
as possible. Yeah.
Everything should be consensual. Nigga, if we can fuck, it shouldn't be nothing I should be uncomfortable talking to you about. I
it should be
seen
the
you
case.
naked. And if I can't see you naked in multiple aspects, then it's just like, this gonna get weird.
Jonesy said
I
the talking is hard.
I think for most people, talking is harder than fucking.
That's what Jonesy said.
Talking is harder than fucking. As crazy as that
And it is
sounds,
not very true.
bro. Bro, it is.
Kayla
It's
said,
really not, though.
I think for a lot of people, like just keeping somebody happy and around them is easier than talking to this person and be like, yo, honestly, I'm not comfortable.
See,
I actually want more from
You're not
you.
supposed to be happy in a relationship. You're supposed to be at peace. Your happiness comes from within. If your person don't bring you peace, and it meaning that if they don't bring you peace, then you shouldn't be in a relationship with them. If you can't talk to this motherfucker about how you feel honestly, what peace you gonna get?
That's what Will's saying. A lot of people don't have that peace already.
That's terrible. That piece of, that's it. That's it. You don't
You're
talk
right.
about shit and you get the piece of ass, and then you like, I feel empty inside.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, that's just real.
Niggas just be
That
sitting
shit
up,
real.
motherfucker be sitting in the bed at 3 o'clock in the afternoon drinking apple juice, just
Nigga,
looking at the wall, not a damn thing.
Nigga, why did
going
I
on.
just
Like,
do that? Like,
this is a terrible existence, nigga. I need to get my life together. And
Yep.
there's so many times people have those, they would rather be like, nah, that never happened. I don't talk to nobody about it, so that shit never happened. But you know, when you laying there in your bed by your damn self, looking at the ceiling, wondering why you're like this.
That's
been there.
Everybody's been at some point. It's like, yeah, I need to. All right, bro. I might need to chill out a little bit in certain areas, but if you're not gonna be self-reflective, then that shit it's gonna fuck up every aspect of your life, more than just the sex. Because people want to have sex, but they ain't got their bills paid. People want to have sex, but niggas don't know how to budget. It's like it's a lot of adult and shit we weren't taught, and we out here trying to be fucking. Nigga, I don't even know how the fuck tax returns really work.
You know, you fill out paperwork, and a couple
You
months
know-
later,
you know, they take some shit. They take some shit at the beginning.
They take some
I
shit
fill
at
out
the
some paperwork. They give me a little bit back.
Know how to fuck though? That's dangerous, nigga. It's terrible.
Because we've like taught ourselves that that's all that matters. Like I remember growing up, and it was like if you had a female friend, and like y'all weren't doing something like extra, like fucking or something sexual, then you was wasting time. Like it's insane, like how much you put like emphasis on sex and getting some and being the man or whatever, like or being the girl that can get any man she want. Like
Yo,
that's insane.
it is gratifying to tell that woman no.
It's gratifying.
Very.
What is that?
Like I was ugly growing up. It's
Revenge.
Nah, it's not even. It's just okay. So if love is supposed to be about the exchange, open exchange, energy, and all this, what is that if it ain't ego? Ego ain't got no face. Ego ain't got shit to do with love. Only thing you can help to do is taint it and poison it. So if you come in here with ego, like I can get anybody I want, you will get nobody because nigga, you come with ego, and that ain't what. But that's not even the same.
You get who you don't
That's not
need.
even where love is, bro.
Right.
They don't vibrate the same place. It's like nigga, you're not. All right, you deserve whatever you get, but it ain't gonna be love.
Right, exactly.
So, and having that when it's just like being able to see it and being on the other opposite side of that and being able to recognize it, like you don't really want to fuck with me. You just trying to conquer me. It's cool.
Yes.
And being able to say, nah, I'm good. It's like, the audacity. Like, yes, bitch, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. You can go read a book or something. Yeah.
No, that's.
grow some flowers or some shit. Do
I think
something
it's just
better with your
more
time.
empowering to just make that decision for yourself, period, and just like not accepting what you can just get easily. You know what I'm saying? Just to be loved on, quote unquote, and just to say you with somebody. That's another thing. People be with people just to say they with somebody, and
I like my solitude personally.
I mean, I love in solitude.
I do a lot of dope shit when ain't nobody around.
Exactly. Absolutely. For real, man. People need to get back to having fun by themselves, for real.
Say it.
Don't about to turn into some dirty joke.
I gotta be the only person that remembers just sitting in the room with probably some landscape of the house and 2 action figures, and you build a whole scene.
Bro.
You got a whole movie set, nigga.
Nigga,
You
I
over
used to
different
build
spots.
Gundam mobile suit. What you call it? The model kits.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about? You do that shit all
Just
day.
having
All
that you
night.
go into your own little stories with them, be doing shit.
Yes.
Niggas be married.
Niggas be married.
Be out here beefing like, I gotta avenge, and don't nobody know nothing about that. Niggas don't do that no more. They just want to be around people because it helps them escape the
Aloneness.
the crippling the crippling
like being
insecurity
alone,
that is the drab existence that is.
Because
being
when you
alive.
alone, all them thoughts come flooding in.
Yep.
Like, what you doing, bro? Damn, you still have so and so job. You still ain't got one.
And Facebook make it seem all cool when you laying at home alone and your brain be like, "Are you going to sleep yet? Why doesn't Tarzan have a beard?" Nigga, it ain't never nothing that innocuous. I'm always thinking about that shit. It's always some
Right.
real life shit that it's like, bro, why the fuck I had to think about this now? Like, I'm not trying to go to sleep on this.
Right.
I can't be thinking about this all night. You sitting there tossing and turning, not really going to sleep. Like, dang. So be going over it in your head, fucked up, and it's a terrible place to be.
Crazy, man.
It's a terrible place to be.
But find joy in your solitude, people.
Got to.
Do it.
Shit, if you can't like being around you by your damn self, why the fuck would
Nobody
anybody want to be
else.
around you?
No,
Like,
no.
doing shit by myself.
Exactly.
Go finish your little topics.
Oh,
Fuck
hell.
my shit a little. What y'all know? You got, bro?
But as for
That nigga scared.
what is
something.
expected, I'm gonna say just everybody's expectations is in the wrong place. It ain't that they too high. They just not on themselves. So niggas is gonna forever be disappointed.
I think people have forgotten that.
Do you think people need to like check themselves, figure themselves out before they even think about dating, getting in a relationship with anybody?
I just feel like you
That's
should be
fair.
looking
That's
for people
fair.
to add on to your life
I had
versus
to come
like,
to realize, accept, and appreciate the fact that I'm an asshole. Because if you don't, it's gonna take one sentence to fuck your day up.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen. You ever seen a motherfucker deflate? Like in public? It's a terrible sight. Just see a nigga whole ego just drain off of one statement. Boop. Nigga felt good as shit coming out the house. Now you don't even feel like going home. You just sitting there, sad.
Kayla said it's the expectation that society sets on people that everyone is trying to hide from inside another person. So basically, just trying to use other people to hide from themselves.
Ain't no room over here for that.
Right.
I am the fire. If you can't look at who the fuck you are, don't come over here because you
Nah.
you ain't gonna like what you
Ain't
see.
no mirror, bro.
Boy, that's it. That's all you got. Hey, nigga, look at it.
Look at it.
Look at it. Read it.
Read it in a week. Is that all the stuff? I don't know if we want to get into how responsible black men are for, because we run a long time. Oh, actually, real quick. How responsible are black men for making black women feel safe around us?
I mean, shit, as black people, we all fucking up because we all we got. So,
Damn.
black men ain't doing enough to make black women feel safe. A lot of black women probably ain't doing enough to make niggas feel loved. Everybody fucking up.
I like the way it's got to
It is what it is.
Well,
Worry about what you
It's a
doing
balance.
before you worry about what other people doing. If you know you ain't fucking up, then just be like, and keep on moving. That's what I do. Like, that's fucked up. Anyway, back to this life I'm living over here, not fucking up.
Oh, shit. You want to chime in on that, or you just agree with Nancy?
For the most part, I agree with him. I just think the rhetoric that's spit nowadays is too blaming on either party. For most of them black men. But
You think?
for the most part,
Everybody's right.
yeah. Everybody is right.
At the end of the day, it's like everybody's right. What you gonna do about it is the question.
It's hard to get the rightness out of the extremism that can come out of people's.
Because it comes down to ego. Niggas want to be right and wrong instead of just accepting, all right, this is the way shit is. This is the way shit should be. This is what I can do to make shit the way it should be. But in order to do that, I must first accept responsibility for the way shit is. I'm not cool with that. I'm not trying to do that. I didn't make this shit, but it is, it is what it is. We didn't make none of this shit. But we didn't make the world we got, but it's ours.
Yeah.
It's ours, nigga. It's like, you got it. You didn't make it, but what you gonna do with it? Because you can't just leave it on the table.
Yeah.
Because somebody else gonna come and get it and shape it into what the fuck they want it to be. So,
Indeed.
take control of your destiny.
Please do. Please do. Stop looking for
If
ways
you
to
don't,
be
you're gonna end up working for somebody else.
Right. Not that people haven't been victims of terrible traumas and stuff, because terrible things happen to people, especially Black people. But please take control of every ounce of power that you do have and exert that in every way possible in your life.
You can't control the shit that has happened to you, but the shit that's gonna happen to you, that's majorly up to you.
Yeah.
And how you react to it. Absolutely. All right. Going to personal health education.
That's you.
So, I actually have a prior engagement. Do I have to?
Yeah, dip out.
Yeah, I think I do.
Not true. I appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate y'all having me.
You want to shout out your stuff real fast?
Yes. Anansi Rex on all platforms of social media. Matter of fact, I am mistaken. I think I
So you got business card?
might have came prepared today. I
Posters.
might not have. I don't know. I got a lot of pocket speed. If not, just follow me on Facebook at Anansi Rex and on Instagram at Anansi Rex and on SoundCloud at Anansi Rex and on Twitter at Anansi Rex. And that's pretty much all the places I'm at. But
Do all that.
follow all the places and new music coming soon.
Hey.
Appreciate
You
you.
said by the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
End of the year.
Most likely by my birthday, which is December 8th. Y'all should get me some.
We got the same birthday, so
I'll be at his shit.
He cool.
Oh, word. Cool.
He cool. He cool.
Wonderful.
He cool. Appreciate y'all, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming out, dude.
Cultivated ignorance.
Absolutely. You did a wonderful
You
job.
know, ignorant and cultivated.
That's what we do, man. That's what we do. Y'all say. All right, brother. Good to meet you, man.
All right, so we got a few minutes left in the show.
Yeah.
One of the things we said we were gonna do when we started the show was talk about personal health and Black businesses. Something we kind of got away from, but we're gonna start that back today.
Yeah. Today, I wanted to touch on surrounding yourself with the right like-minded people. I was kind of going through some like personal headspace issues a couple of weeks ago. I felt like the people I was like around wasn't really like progressive, weren't really pushing me to do better with my life. Weren't really talking about ideas and stuff. It was mostly like activists that were mainly talking about the traumas and stuff that we were going through, especially with the elections and stuff going on. I just kept hearing about just depression shit or just like sad shit or like what's wrong with Black people, what's gonna happen to Black people, what's been happening to Black people. All valid things, but it's like when I wanted to talk about something positive or just something new or creative or just innovative, it was like the room just felt silent to me. Like I just didn't get any feedback. Or I was just talking about the stuff I was working on, and I just wasn't getting any encouragement because people couldn't see my vision.
Yeah.
And so it was just, I mean, of course I'm not talking about y'all. I'm just talking about like, y'all know I hang around a bunch of people on a regular basis. And it was like, yeah, y'all are the main ones I need to keep close. But these people would just talk about sad shit all the time. I was like, fuck, man, this shit is driving me crazy.
I
So,
can't be around those people.
nigga, it's so draining. And like, because once they get on that role, they stay on that role. And if you talk about anything else, and I just realized that there was so many of them that were stuck in certain situations where they couldn't see anything else. And I was like talking to my therapist about it. And I was just telling her it was just killing me. And I said, why can't I meet people who just, like more people, I should say, think like me or just push me to be better? And she's like, you gotta go out and find them. She said it just like that. She called me nigga and everything. And I said, I'm just joking.
She Black or white?
She black. If she
Oh,
was white,
okay.
she'd get
It's
away with
okay
it.
then.
If she was white, but she was getting good advice, but she said, nigga, it wouldn't be cool.
Bitch, I'm suing you. I'm suing you.
She rich too. That's a good idea. Yeah, she said you got to go out and find them, and it was so crazy because right after that, mutual friend of ours, she's been on the show, Sabrina Jeff Colt, had organized an awesome potluck full of creatives, full of entrepreneurs, just awesome people at the arcade building, and it was exactly what I needed. We were just sharing ideas, we were sharing experiences and successes, bragging on ourselves, but also bragging on each other. We had to meet at least one person that we didn't know before and just get to know something about them personally. Get to know. That's why I met L. Well, you weren't at the last show, but L, the dude that was rapping on open mic, that's why I met him. He drove me to my car and he just started spitting like insane bars in the car. And we were just talking about life and just everything. And it was just awesome. And I just took that and ran with it and just started putting myself in more and more places where I didn't know people. Like First Thursdays where I just went around Main Street at different venues and just met people and just vibe with people. Just the other night, poetry, what happened? They had poetry night at the church down the street on Main Street, and I just went there and just like one of my favorite artists, Ebony Ram, was there singing, and throwing out here fucking up. And anyway, just purposely putting myself around people I didn't know that I could learn something from, and I just learned so much from so many people. And I just want to emphasize how important that is, man. Like, y'all just need that. I've always prided myself on just like encouraging myself to do things and pushing myself to do stuff. But you need people around you that's going to like affirm everything you're doing.
Yeah.
That's going in the right direction. And because when you don't, you get depressed and shit. And yeah, I just want to put that out there. You ever had some experience like that where you felt like people around you were just on some negative shit?
Yeah, I have, but I think more often than not, I've had people around me to kind of, not necessarily negative shit, because I don't really surround myself with people like that, but just kind of get me out of my comfort zone and get me pushed in a better direction or a more focused direction than I was before.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think for me, sometimes I guess stall. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like kind of like I'll get on this path, and I'll kind of like stop or slow down. I'll let my insecurities kind of like hinder me from keeping forward. Yeah. So oftentimes it's people kind of motivating me to keep pushing, or just people with kind of the same ideas as mine, and it just kind of it affirms what I'm doing, or the course I'm going. So for me it's like that. I don't too often deal with the fuck shit like that. So
well, it is the fuck shit. He's the only fuck shit can be in the ring.
I mean, hey. Like we said, we're also gonna be getting back to doing Black business shout outs. This week we have a very dope one. Let me pull up the website one more time. This week's Black business shout out is called Designed by a Queen. It is a Etsy shop. It is run by a lovely lady out of Greensboro, North Carolina, Alandria Hunter.
She look good?
I'm not focused on that. You can check out the picture though. I was actually looked at her website through my homegirl India. Her specialty is headbands, bow ties, jewelry, home decor. She does a lot of customizable things. Check out her website. She has a lot of dope stuff, a lot of African print things.
Yeah.
Some college branded merchandise as well. It's a very dope website. I think she said she's been doing this since 2015.
Word.
I really wish I could pull this website up. Hold on one second.
See how he's looking up. Designed by a Queen.
Yeah. I got the damn thing on here. Oh,
Are you doing?
I'm gonna put shop in the middle. But yeah, so she's got like I said, she's got beads, earrings.
Oh, nice.
She's got a couple pillows. Yeah, everything on the website is very dope. So yeah, like I said, she's been doing this since 2015. She's got a profile up here. It's been on Etsy since 2016, but I think she's done a little off of Etsy.
She's popping by now.
Yeah, so please check her out. We got to get these small businesses popping for real.
Yes, please.
So yeah, you can go to her website, etsy.com/shop/designed by a queen. Just check out everything on the website. If you see something you're interested in, feel free to contact her. Feel free to go ahead and buy something. And ask her any questions if you have any.
Buy everything.
Yeah, just buy all the shit. Just buy it out.
Just do it, man.
So now that we've done positive things,
It's still positive.
It is. Well, this is a thirst whip that's doing something with her life.
The other thirst was doing shit.
Some of them, not all of them.
Someone was just taking pictures. You're right.
Yeah.
Do you already know her?
I don't.
Oh man.
I don't.
All right, you gotta look her up. Thirst of the week.
I don't like how you said that.
But of course Jonesy was following. I already knew that shit. Thirst of the week this week. This fine week is Miss Stormy Maya, who is an actress, a director, a filmmaker, photographer, advocate for the natural hair movement. Like she be out here. She got a short film coming up called Cat All Over the
Cool.
You see?
Is she doing somewhere like for real?
Bro, she doing all that shit I just listed.
This her?
Yes.
Bruh.
But you ain't even got to the good pictures yet. You on her real profile? That look like a fake one.
Bruh.
Yeah, she.
Whoa.
You looking her up, Dara? Or are you paying attention? Look up Stormy Maya. I'll tell you later.
I'm going over there trying to find the uncensored joint.
It's uncensored joints out there, and it's real. Which one? Stormy Maya. Yeah, she fine as hell. Has some just glorious, amazing pictures. M-A-Y-A. Her IG is Stormy Maya. Also the Twitter. Also has a YouTube account.
I wish you hadn't told me that she had real pictures out there. Now I'm going to search.
Stormy with an I. Stormy with an I, yeah. You found her? You just look up Stormy Daniels because that's completely.
Yeah, that's probably up your alley.
That's your type. Yeah, she fine as hell. I was like, it was on, was it the Dolo himself profile? I was just scrolling.
Bro, shout out to Dolo. But the only problem I got with Dolo is he needs to start tagging all these models because I'll be feeling bad when he'll just have like some baddie up there and he don't tag them.
People will be calling him out for that shit too.
Yeah.
Like, people would be like, you getting your followers on somebody else's.
Yeah, like all you got to do is tag them, bro. Like, that's
It'll
it.
take nothing. It takes no time. I guess he don't want to follow everybody because he posts a gang of pictures, but
He does, Dolo.
Dolo be out here.
Dolo doing God's work.
Yes. Dolo to God, thank you very much. But yeah, man, look her up. She is fine as hell. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, okay. You ain't have to hit with the creepy stare afterwards.
Oh, this nigga look this.
They about to do gross shit. We should turn off the show now before he does anything weird.
Ugh. Bruh.
But we right on time too, man.
Yeah, we are.
Great show.
They will be wanting us to get the fuck out of here.
They do, bro. They don't play no games with us, and the one is here.
You three niggas.
But they be like moving papers and shit. They be moving
They
shit
be
around.
Windex in the damn window.
Moving chairs in front of us and shit. Damn, we can get to take a picture of Anansi before we leave. That sucks.
It's all good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We want to appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Yeah,
Appreciate y'all
for joining us on this lovely episode of Cultivated Ignorance.
Great one.
As our guest said, you can catch him on Anansi Rex on everything. IG, SoundCloud, Twitter when he's on there, Facebook. Yeah, catch him. Should have new music. He said what by the 8th, but end of the year definitely.
He said definitely his birthday, which is our birthday, so it better happen.
Okay.
Columbia people.
So it'll be a bittersweet day.
And with a celebration across all the streets of Columbia.
For his music.
For our Columbia people. Blue Note Poetry, he always closes out my show. Him and Robert, they always kill it. First Tuesday every month. Next one's gonna be December. But we gotta have another show by then, so don't worry about it. Yeah, come check us out. All right.
As always, thank you again. We will see y'all again soon. Peace.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Stump man, stump.